go and on the play. Life is good. Hand is dece. Basically any hand with a pilgrimage. I'm probably going to keep it. Hopefully this Gather the Pack hits something. Kind of awkward we have 2 creatures in our hand, but, you know. That is a BA Swamp. I like that. Alright, did it. Did it. Black, white, transgress. Alright. Well, my pilgrimage is down. That's a tilt. Ooh. Look what I found. Running hot. Hey, ramping is sweet. Could crack Vessel Main and hit a Primal Druid. I think that's an okay strat. Yeah, sure. Could keep the Pilgrim's Eye, but I'd rather just use my mana this turn, I think. Can always grapple it back if I want to, and just being able to emerge off this is pretty nice. Seagate Wreckage, so I'm probably going to get Thought Knotted? I assume that that's what that means. Well, so craps a tilt. Okay, okay. Didn't want to kick that, or... Almost out of forests. Milled over a bunch of them. Still have 6 card types. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they take. Can still flashback K-Return next turn. Ending up taking the Deep Fiend. That's reasonable. So if I don't block, I'll have 4 mana available. I can do some stuff with 4 mana, that's for sure. So basically, I would take 2, they would take 1, and I would have mana available with like 3 draws from Thought Knot, Retrogryph, and my draw step, so I'm going to do that. Well, Vessel is one of the cards for sure. So, immediately getting rewarded, it seems like. So, things are going pretty well. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, that just is. That's just the game right there. Alright, so they have a lot of spot removal. Leap could be good. Nissa could be good. I assume Ishkana is great. Don't know if they have Liliana. Don't really want the counter spells or the Constrictor, but I'm willing to bring in the Jace Coax package. And I'm just going to guess that they don't have Liliana at this point, but could certainly be wrong. I don't think they're as grindy for me to want Nissa. Like, Nissa lines up pretty poorly against Reality Smasher. Possible that Leap is just good because they're going to be killing my stuff. So I think I want the Leaps. Don't have to side out an Emrakul, but they are kind of fast, which is why I have like all the spiders and all the K returns and stuff. Obviously, if they just like obliterate the Emrakuls, then you have enough in exile that you can coax for 1. You don't need to put 1 in your sideboard, but Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can just beat them with like normal stuff. I don't actually care if I get coaxed, because I feel like Jace is pretty bad no matter what, so maybe I just don't even want the coax package. Probably want a Deep Fiend to traverse for. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Lurker is better than Deep Fiend. Deep Fiend does block 5/5 haste. 5/5 haste trample. So does Spider though. So the way this deck is set up, I need to cut one more. I have 16 creatures, which is kind of low. Playing against all these weird decks where I don't really have set sideboard plans. And it's like, you can't just play all the control stuff or all the beatdown stuff. You kind of have to mix and match and kind of go with the flow. I do want the Gathers to hit the K returns, but 16 creatures is very low. And if they do have Liliana, then Pilgrim's Eye might be bad, but I'll just roll with this, see what happens. Yeah, this is good. A lot of stuff, which is kind of nice against a disruption heavy deck. I think Island is better than Mountain, especially since we don't have K-Return in hand, and like casting K-Return isn't huge against them. Hang-a-back. Haven't seen that one in a while. I think we'll just get our blocker out there. Could try to set up for a Spell Mastery Pilgrimage with Grapple, but kind of scared of Traverse, or not Traverse, Transgress. That's the one. The other TR sorcery. Then this means that if they have Bearer and Silence and they transgress me and take my Pilgrimage, I can still play Pilgrim's Eye and don't have to sack it. Well, now I can Pilgrim's Eye or I can Pilgrimage. Kind of want to get max value out of this Pilgrimage. So I could see just playing Pilgrim's Eye. But that doesn't really seem right to me. I'll just take my quick 2-for-1. Then next turn I can Pilgrim's Eye and Grapple, which is basically the deciding factor. Just like how well I get to use my mana on each of the turns. Because if I play Pilgrim's Eye and then I go like Traverse and Pilgrimage, then I don't start to get to do stuff until next turn. And we're getting Mindbender. Good God, that card is nice. So they definitely get my Spider and whatever other thing that they want, which is real good, real good. So yeah, depending on what they take and what I draw, to figure out what we're doing. All right, I took Grapple and Spider. That makes sense, so I can't grapple my Spider back. Now we're at 3 card types. If we play Pilgrim's Eye, we also can't use our Vessel in the same turn, but I think that's okay. Well, I was not supposed to get Mountain there. Meant to get Island. With Primal Druid already in play, it doesn't really matter all that much, but certainly did not need the mountain. At least not right now. So probably want to keep this Pilgrim's Eye around, and then we can Vessel, Traverse, and play Wretched Griff, but they're silk wrapping one of my things now. Could see them hitting the Druid. Yep. Because the Druid was just kind of locking down that Hangerback, but maybe Hangerback doesn't attack this turn, I don't know. Alright, Emerald's good. We have 4 options. Guess we want Deep Fiend. Huh. Sure wish we had Island. Instead of stupid mountain. Is it bad to just get other Vessel? I kind of just want to go digging for K-Return, but... Or we could take Leap if Leap actually put cards in the graveyard, but it doesn't. And we're at 12, which is kind of low. So we're going to have 5 card types? 6 if I block with Pilgrim's Eye? Maybe I should have just traversed for Spider and played it, but I guess I would need to crack the Vessel first, yeah. So I couldn't have done that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to get Vessel. And then, should I traverse for Shrine right now? We're at 5 card types, so this costs 8. See, I think we should. Alright, so we're set up to Emrakul next turn. And depending, if our Vessel hits like, I don't know, a K-Return, then we can do some pretty sweet stuff probably. Oh no. A magic card. Crap. Alright, so we hit another Emrakul. We chump, go to 5, Emrakul them, block this, and then we can block this, and then we're just dead on board, so we can't even Emrakul them. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to get Spider. Yeah, Smasher is a big game. Big game. I'm going to take Wretched Griff in case... Nope, that doesn't work. I was thinking in case I draw K-Return, but that's not going to be enough. Because I do have to chump here. What can I draw? I don't even know. Spider, I guess. I mean, I guess I could Emrakul them and hope they draw a removal spell. This is probably my best bet. I don't think I'm going to emerge, so I might as well just do this. And tilt. I wanted to Seagate Wreckage to give me another shot. But it didn't let me have their priority on their upkeep. Huh. That's weird. Yep, I'm just dead. Womp womp. Probably messed it up. Should have gotten Spider instead of Shrine. Evo Leaps are probably nonsense because they're too fast. Kind of need the Deep Fiends to buy some time, probably. And since we're at 17 creatures, we can add another Gather, which should give us another thing to find K-Return. So, alright, let's try that again. That was like 3 or 4 mistakes that were all pretty bad. This hand's pretty good. Gonna have to take some damage off this coast. Could see a world in which I actually don't cast Vessel, but I think even if I'm gonna like draw a forest, I'm gonna like play that and then use the coast to crack the Vessel. So either way, I feel like I'm gonna have to take a damage to use this Vessel. So might as well just do it now. And then maybe I should have not played Druid. Maybe I should have cracked Vessel and tried and hit a 3rd land. Yeah, Duress my Gather. Okay. Was not playing around Duress. Obviously could have cast Gather the Pack there, and then they would have had to take a K return, which would have been excellent, but yeah, typically don't see Duress. I think I'm just getting Mountain. Gotta get these K returns out of my hand somehow, and then hopefully Vessel into... Oh no. They do have Liliana. Only Primal Druid were Verdian Emissary, but then it would probably have the same problem. Man. Silk Wrap is good against Primal Druid. Oh, I should have K-returned. Because they Liliana at first. I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, man. That's a tilt. More mistakes. Well, I'm going to take the Spider and hope to hit. Ding. This is a weird game where I've just had all Yavimaya Ghosts, but it's actually okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I definitely should have cast the K return though, even though this worked out better, I think. Well, could take the other spider, and then I would have to keep something back if I attack Liliana, because then I'm dead to a second Smasher, which, given their draw, kind of feels like they have. Otherwise, I could take Primal Druid, and then potentially, if I draw a Retrogryph, I could cast K-Return and then Gryph off the Druid. And then the Druid would also insulate me from second Smasher. But then I could just emerge off the Ishkana. Yeah, I think I just have to take Druid. I think I just want to attack Liliana with everything. I could also potentially just keep the spider back. Or I could take Pilgrim's Eye, and no matter what they do, I would have 5 power in play to kill a Smasher. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to block. And if I draw an Emrakul, I can cast that too. Come on, big Eldrazi. Tilt. We dinged Liliana for a bit, and now I might be able to use this other K-Return to actually wipe their board after combat, which basically means that they just won't be able to attack me, which I'm also fine with. I can't actually wipe their board. Could get rid of the Thought Knot, though, which would give me some more redraws. They could just minus Lily and get the Thought Knot back, but that means that they're not taking up on Ishkana, which means that I can't actually kill all their stuff. I don't actually have to K-Return until end step anyway. Yeah, I think I want that to resolve before I K-Return. They get Nixilis, which is not bad. We still only have 6 card types, so we can't Emrakul. But we can get Gryph, Deep Fiend, or Lashweed Lurker. Nixilis is going to kill either one of those. So we have a Traverse and we have 6 mana. So we could just get a Deep Fiend. And then should I just let them go? I think I kind of should. Feels weird. I could Deep Fiend for their lands and flashback K return, but like no matter what they do with the Ob Nixilis, I don't really care. I could just Deep Fiend off the Druid, not flashback K return, and kill the Ob. Getting Emrakul certainly would have been more powerful, and I kind of need that effect right now, but I don't know. Hope that they just kind of like Mindslaver themselves by like obbing my Ishkana, and then I can Deep Fiend off of it, but you know, whatever. Highly doubt that'll happen. Basically looking to draw another Traverse or a Grapple. What? You weren't actually supposed to do that. Alright, Vessel is kind of like a Traverse. That was very strange. Ob Nixilis Tick Up probably would have been better. And then I could emerge off the Druid and attack both things at Ob Nixilis, but then they have like Liliana Thought-Knot, 2 Shambling Vents, and oh my god, we drew a Traverse. Oh my god. Big monster. Okay. I wasn't sure what I was going to get to do. Other Liliana definitely made things pretty nice. Could Wasteland Strangle itself. And then either Suicide or Shambling Vent or just play out the other Liliana. Not really sure what. But yeah, we're in a pretty good spot.